right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
We begin at 10 tonight with breaking news. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Solomon.
And I'm Diamond Palmer. Right now, St. Louis police are investigating a homicide in South St. Louis. Officers responded to a shooting at Louisiana and Gasconade just over an hour ago. They found a 40-year-old man who had been shot at Marquette Park. He was not conscious or breathing. Right now, police do not know what led up to the shooting or have any suspect information at this time.
And just hours earlier, a deadly shooting at a park in Ferguson. Officers showed up to Forestwood Park around 4:30 this afternoon. They found a man shot in a parking lot there. Right now, we don't know the name of the victim or any suspect information. Police say witnesses noticed a black vehicle leaving that scene.
Right now, a teen girl is in the hospital with serious injuries after she was shot in Alton this afternoon. It happened just before 3 o'clock at a home on Highland Avenue. Responding officers found the 13-year-old girl inside and performed life-saving measures on her. She was eventually taken to a St. Louis area hospital for treatment. And if you have any information about these crimes, you are asked to call police. You can also leave an anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS. 5 on Your Side will continue to follow these developing stories and bring you the latest, of course. You can find updates on air on the 5 on Your Side streaming app and the 5 on Your Side app.
We want to get now to that massive 4-alarm fire that covered most of downtown St. Louis with smoke this morning. The fire broke out around 6 o'clock at an abandoned warehouse. This was on 1st and O'Fallon Streets. It took up nearly a whole city block. 85 firefighters responded. It took them several hours to put it all out. The warehouse was a vacant building. We're told the homeless often frequented it. We're told this isn't the first time something like this has happened in that area.
We have a lot of homeless that run this area down here in and out of these buildings, trying to stay warm. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what caused this.
It's just the way it is down here.
Yeah. If you take a look around, all these buildings around here are abandoned. So sooner or later, I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen.
The fire department says the fire did not cause major damage to any nearby buildings. Crews are still investigating what sparked it.
Now to an update about a crash involving a St. Louis police cruiser last night in South City. Police now tell us it started as a marked police vehicle attempted to stop a suspect vehicle for a traffic violation. The vehicle did not stop, accelerated, and hit another marked police vehicle and a parked car. 2 suspects were arrested and drugs were recovered from the scene. No one was hurt, but this is the 4th crash involving a police vehicle in the past 2 months.
People who live in the Gravois Park area came together tonight to discussing what public safety looks like to them. This after a private drone company called SMS Novel Films offered to provide surveillance services over that neighborhood. There's been some pushback, some community members calling this not just an invasion of privacy. They question if there are other motives.
We could be paying kind of an exorbitant amount per hour to have surveillance by drone at request. And to me, that felt wrong. That's not how public safety should work. That's not how services should happen. And so it feels very much to me somebody trying to take advantage of the people who live here.
The company's founder, Jomo Johnson, says the drone service would not be an invasion of privacy. He says his goal is to simply deter criminal activity.
And it's been 1 year since Missouri legalized recreational marijuana sales. And since its legalization, the state has collected more than $150 million in taxes. Today, Feel State Dispensary in Florissant shows us what's next for the growing business. Manager Nick Wegman says they're still feeling out the new market, but see new customers almost daily.
We went from 200 patients a day to 600 patients a day, so that's quite a significant increase. And as we progress through the year, right now we're seeing about 50 new people a day through our doors. So I think as the stigma kind of dissipates, I think a lot more people are curious to how they can reach a certain kind of a homeostasis in life.
Feel State Dispensary opened in Florissant back in 2001, but only has been selling cannabis recreationally since last year.
Well, folks, the 2024 Olympics in Paris are just several months away.
That's right.
Today, the marathon trials happen in Florida, featuring dozens of runners.
Well, Brent, I don't know about you, but I'm very excited for this. Only the top 3 finishers could land a spot in the games. 5 on your side's Annie Krall reports on the 2 St. Louisans who competed for a chance at Olympic gold.
Imagine you're, playing an NFL football game and you're going up against Peyton Manning or Marshawn Lynch or, these names that have been around forever. And it's like, oh, that's the guy that I'm running next to.
Middle school band director Jared Broadbooks ran in his first Olympic marathon trials on Saturday morning, his second marathon ever.
It was definitely surreal to be able to run with some of the guys that I've literally followed since I started running back in 2012. And it's like, that guy's lining up next to me. And
he ran cross country at Lindenwood University, graduating in 2019, then started teaching at Barnwell Middle School about 2 years ago in the Francis Howell School District. Broadbooks directs about 150 students a week in between his rigorous 10-month training.
It speaks to his dedication and how truly highly motivated he really is, and you see that in pretty much everything he does for the school and the district, and I think everything he puts his mind to doing, you see that same dedication.
Broadbooks placed 26th out of more than 170 runners, missing out on being one of the top 3 men who will represent Team USA in Paris. Yet former Parkway Central runner Emily Sisson will be there. The 2020 10K Olympian making her first Olympic marathon team on Saturday.
Starting with it, and so I was like, just top three, make this team. I wanted to hold my position. It did help. I thought the crowds were great today. There were some sections that were really loud, and then there were other sections where we could hear people tell us how close everyone was. So it was very helpful.
Sisson will be going for gold in Paris on August 11th. Reporting in St. Charles, Annie Krall, 5 on your side.
And other notable marathon runners, a former University of Illinois runner, Colin McCow, finished in 20th place in the men's trial, and former SLU runner Molly Roberts finished 78th for the women. Congratulations to both Molly and Colin. We are less than 6 months away from the 2024 Olympics, and you can watch it right here on 5 on your side. The opening ceremony kicks off along the Seine River on July 26th. It's the first time an opening ceremony has been held outside of a stadium. Nearly 600,000 people are expected to attend.
It's going to be exciting. Well, tonight, a Metro East community joining forces in support of a young girl recovering from a medical condition. 7-year-old Lucy Hill suffers from epilepsy. Last year, she was placed into a medically induced coma and had to have brain surgery. Hours ago, people in Bethalto gathered at the Moose Lodge in Wood River for a special trivia night. So far, they raised more than $28,000. That's before ticket sales and other donations.
Overwhelming doesn't begin to kind of state how we feel. It's really kind of hard to put into words how much people have done for us, people that we know, people that we love, people that we've never met before, and how much support and love that we've felt from our community and communities surrounding our community. It's been just incredibly overwhelming.
Lucy is at home now after spending months at a St. Louis Children's Hospital. More airstrikes in the Middle East, who the U.S. and its allies targeted one day after launching airstrikes in Iraq and Syria. We verify why you probably shouldn't be gunning for a massage gun after your workout.
The neck is always just a very sensitive area. It needs to be even treated by any practitioner with skill.
Rain is looming off to the southwest. What it does for us tomorrow, and when we'll see our best chance for rain in the extended forecast.